welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be looking at the Mountvale server. That is the server that's run by some friends of mine, and we've been on it for a while now. Got a lot of cool stuff on here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around. The purpose of this video is actually mainly for my own use. It's a selfish video because I just wanted to have a way to record some of the things that I've made on here, just in case anything were to ever happen to them, then I'll have everything saved. But as you can see, that lovely cloud cutting into my building right there, this is actually a skyscraper that I made. This is one of the first things I made on the server. And when I spawned right about over there, kind of in the trees over there. And we all started right about the same time. Most of us started around the same day, and we were already staking out our claim to land. And Caleb over there, you can kind of see the outline of his property. We'll look at everything eventually. Then we've got over there is Thomas's place, and Sean is well over there. You can't quite see it; it's a little too far away right now to render. And then I was searching around, and I said, you know what? I want to make a place on the top of a mountain. Why not? Make a city up on top of the mountain, make some skyscrapers, put some pavement in. It'd be an awesome city. And that cloud is just not going away. So this is one of the first things that I made, was this skyscraper. I want to see if you can get the full view of it. Not yet. We'll come back. So you can kind of see a good portion of the little town I have here. And yes, if you are wondering, that is inspired by the clock tower from Back to the Future. So there you go, save the clock tower. So I kind of went with the Hill Valley theme in some of this, especially because of the fact that this is a giant hill and there's a big valley right next to it. I mean, I've done a little bit of terraforming over there to make that. It wasn't naturally like that, those straight lines, but that's pretty much how it was, except for my touch up here and there. And I have some other things over here. I'm going to look at all of that later. But for now, I want to actually go ahead and take a look up in my skyscraper. So I started out with the concept of I wanted to make a village, or a town really, a city. So that's why I went with the skyscraper theme for this first building. And I have the Jingle 87 Mining Company Incorporated corporate headquarters. Because as everybody knows, the first thing you have to do when you get on Minecraft is mine. So I figured I'm going to be doing a lot of it. Might make sense to have a mining company. Just a fun little theme to kind of go with in my building. So I guess the idea behind how I built everything was that I wanted this to be like a mining corporation. And this was the town that had kind of grown up alongside of it. And so this was the very first building in the town. Technically I finished this building first, but I started the skyscraper first. But this little building over here has had a couple different uses throughout the life of the server. And oh, there you can just see the top. So I decided that I wanted to build on top of a mountain, a skyscraper, and then I wanted that skyscraper to go all the way up to Skyblock. So that's what I did with this one. It's really simple inside, simple design. I ended up kind of labeling the floors, and I have a little basement down there too. Everything has glass straight through this 2x2 section of glass, so it won't get really dark in here. But I actually later on, because everything was blank in here, there was nothing inside any of these floors other than just, you know, the windows and the torches and the sign. So I ended up using every floor for storage. So I've got, I mean, right now this is just kind of miscellaneous stuff. So just kind of random things in there. And every floor I've kind of got it categorized. So all my arrows are in there. We have a grinder nearby, and so I have a lot of arrows that I get from that. Tools, armor, and weapons on the 4th floor. I've got my glass, sand, and dyes on the 5th floor. 6th floor I got wood. Nether materials up here. The clouds always come through this level. It's kind of funny. And the 8th floor I've got my stone of various types. Ninth floor dirt. Sorry if this is kind of boring. I'm eventually making it to the top where I have a penthouse. So, got bones up there, clay, woolen carpet, mushrooms and mushroom blocks, mycelium. Yes, we found the mushroom biome. I'll go to that later. And then gravel, and then I think, yeah, that was it. So nothing up here. Oh, hey. Ha! Oh my gosh, that was a major dirt moment. So just heading up to the top here. This is 20th floor, kind of continuing up here. It goes up 30 floors. So almost there. I had originally made an elevator that took me all the way up to the top, and then I realized after I had spent all this time and energy building it that this elevator actually was only going to work in single player. Did not work in SMP because of the server lag. So right now it's a useless elevator. Alright, so I'm back. Sorry, I had to take care of something real quick. So this is the final floor leading up into my penthouse suite. So I changed the wood up a little bit here. And welcome to the penthouse suite. Yeah. Alright, so this is actually right below Skyblock. This level, this top level, the ceiling here is the highest that I could build. I was able to place torches though, but that's it. So I want to be really careful not to walk off the edge because that would majorly suck. So you can kind of see the town. Oh, this is scary. I flip out every time I do this. So you can kind of see the town a little bit from up here too. I'm going to sneak a peek over here. See, I can't really see too much from that side. But yeah, so that is the roof. Let me go back down. Wow, it's really laggy up there. Okay. So yeah, got a nice little double bed here. Awesome paintings to look at. Got some jewels in here. Well, mainly I put them all in my ender chest now, though. That's where I keep all my jewels and such. Gold and diamonds and all my valuables. I got a nice little water descent here. Watch your step. Up over here is actually the original entry for that elevator. So it was a piston elevator that kind of pushed you around in a circle and pushed you up the stairs one by one. And it works great in single player, but not so much on the server. It just lags out and I get stuck about maybe 5 blocks. And then it stops. So right here I've actually got the maps for my little town area, my area of the server. I staked my claim over here in the city of Mountvale. And again, yeah, that kind of explained how I came up with that name. And actually, the guys on the server liked the name so much, they decided to name the whole server Mountvale. So I guess it's technically Mountvale County. So I have the city of Mountvale, and then right next to it I have the Mountvale Nature Preserve, which we'll look at later. And that is basically just kind of a cool hiking trail that I kind of made in the jungle around the lakes that are next to the city. So you have to go check that out. So that's pretty much it for the skyscraper. I'm going to hop down. Again, also this is always dizzying through the clouds, and we're out. So I've got exits on both sides here. I'll go ahead and exit over here. So this building right here, actually, it has been used for several things in the past, but right now it's I call it the Infin-Obsidian generator. And this is actually a design of Sean, whose username is Mutant Taco on our server. And I know he didn't probably come up with this originally. I'm not sure who did, but he's the guy that taught it to me, so giving him credit. So basically, uses the running water. You place redstone down on the bottom, place a bucket of lava right here at this block, not standing there, of course, because you don't want to burn yourself. Standing up here, and you place lava right there. As the lava flows downward, it converts the redstone into obsidian because of the flowing water next to it, and then spreads out and gets the other two on the side. And then right after it creates those 3 obsidian blocks, you just kind of pick up the lava again with your bucket and go down and hack away, and you've got obsidian, and you can rinse and repeat. Just do this as many times as you need. And it is nighttime, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep real quick here. This is actually the start of my penthouse here. Got a little bit of change in wood. Welcome to the penthouse suite. So this is the very top level, and I've got a little sky roof here. You can kind of get the skylight. Roof access, of course, so just be careful of your step. And I'm dead. That was funny.